Good morning. Welcome in. Is there something I can help you find today? Of course, I can help you find whatever it is you need. That is my job, you know. Tell me, what's drawing your interest today? That's very broad. Can you give me some specifics? Maybe tell me a bit about what exactly interests you when it comes to those topics. Oh, we definitely have plenty of books on those subjects. Shelves and shelves of them. So it's not a matter of lack of content. Quite the opposite. It could be a lot to search through, so if you can give me some ideas about what you're looking for, more specifically, then I may be able to narrow it down for you some more. Okay. It's still a bit broad, but I think I can work with that. Why don't you follow me and I'll show you where those shelves are. And I'll start a pile for you with books I think can help with that. Okay, let's see. So this area here is geography and navigation. Books on geographical information of various islands as well as the sea itself. They're separated by region: north, east, south, west. This section here is for books on the Grand Line, and this one here is for the New World. And in each regional section, you'll find books on various islands, logs from explorers and navigators, as well as maps, star charts, personal accounts, and even some ship logs. If you're trying to study up on the geography of specific islands and the passages that lead to them, this section is your best bet. Could you tell me which region you're looking to study? The New World, huh? Okay, well, we definitely have some of that. The New World isn't as extensively documented as the other regions, but I think this is a good place to start. This book goes over some of the major differences in navigation between the New World and the Grand Line. Discrepancies in magnetic forces and star orientations and the like. It also discusses various phenomena known to happen on the seas and in the islands of the New World. And to go along with that, you said cultures and history, yes? Very good. Those shelves are going to be right over here. Now let's see. Since you're interested in the New World, I take it your interest also lies in the cultures and history of that region as well. Of course. Now, the New World is a very big place, and again, it's not as well documented. But I do have a few here I think would fit. Here we go. Try this one. This was written by an anthropologist who is studying the evolution of civilizations in the New World. A lot of islands there are geographically isolated and don't travel due to the extreme nature of the sea there. So island to island, you can have vastly different cultures, even in similar environments. This book is a little dated. It was written about 50 years ago or so. So it may not have all the most modern information, but it does delve into the deeper pasts of these select islands to document the evolution of life there. Does that sound about something you're interested in? Perfect. Why don't you start with those books and feel free to browse through as you wish. If you have any questions about something, or if something particular sparks your interest, feel free to let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you find some more books. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't allow you to check them out. Only locals are able to check out the books. For all visitors, the library asks that you remain on the premise to do your reading and your research. Oh, yes, I could tell straight away. But that isn't a bad thing. This is a rather busy island. We get a lot of merchants passing through. Though it is very rare that those passing through the island stop to browse the library. Not that I'm against it, but occasionally a few things go missing now and then. Not always intentionally, I don't think. Visitors are often very busy, so they wander off with a book, get distracted, and simply forget to return it. Nearly impossible to get it back after that. So a policy was put in place to assist with that issue. That rule was made long before I got here, but I do think it's a necessary one. It would be a shame if the library ran out of books, don't you think? Every now and then things still go missing, but not as bad as it used to be, from what I understand. But I'm not concerned. You seem the trustworthy sort. I don't think I have anything to worry about. Nothing will be amiss today, will it? Right, of course not. Now you are welcome to stay in the library as long as you'd like today. We're still open for a lot of hours yet to come. And if you need to step away for a few, but we'll be back, just let me know, and I'll make sure the books are still there when you return. I am the only one here, so if you need anything, don't hesitate to let me know, okay? If I'm not at the desk and you don't see me, just ring that little bell there, and I'll come out to you. Alright? Excellent. Happy reading. Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you when you're so absorbed in your reading. but we're going to be closing soon, so you may want to start wrapping it up and getting to a good stopping point. You are more than welcome to come back tomorrow, and I can set these tomes aside bookmarked for you so you can pick up where you left off. As I mentioned, only locals can check the books out, but we do open early if you'll still be here. Very well then, allow me to... don't do that, please. Don't fold the page. I have a number of perfectly fine bookmarks you can use. Folding the page can damage the books, and I would like to avoid that. They are not easily replaced. It's alright, just to be careful. It may seem like a silly thing to you, but even small damages can add up, and I really need these books to last a few more lifetimes. Some of these you've brought over here are very old. Please be gentle with them. Well, you certainly have amassed quite the pile here. I think it doubles every time I check on you. If you could give me a better idea of what it is you're looking for, perhaps I could help you better. Let's see, you've got history, geography, languages. What exactly are you studying? Well, being nosy is part of the job. I think you'll find I can be quite helpful if you'd let me. You've been here all day. Hours upon hours I've watched you pore over so many books. There must be something you're after. All right, don't tell me. But do at least let me know if I can expect you tomorrow, so I know whether or not I should hold these books or put them back. You'll be leaving tonight. It's a bit late for a departure, don't you think? The sun will be down soon and it smells like rain. I thought the ships only sailed at dawn. You must have some strict deadlines. I know some of those merchant ships do tend to adhere to some rigorous schedules. I'm sure your crew knows what they're doing. I'm no sailor, it just sounds dangerous to me, but I'm sure you must be used to some things by now. You still have a few minutes left if you'd like to carry on with that one. Just place it on the desk on your way out if you don't mind. I'll go put the rest away. If we don't speak again, good night, and please do take care. should about do it. Well, enough for tonight, anyways. Best to leave before the storm gets worse. I wonder if I should... You startled me. You're still here. I thought you left. I didn't see. I didn't realize anyone was still in here. We are closed for the night now, so I'll have to ask you to take your leave. Well, yes. I did say earlier that I would be glad to help you. But that was earlier. Why didn't you ask me sooner? I'm afraid it's time to leave now. I need to close the library. So please, if you would, step aside. What are you doing? You are making me very nervous. You just want to talk. You hid in the shadows and waited until everyone was gone and the door was locked because you want to talk. What is it that you're wanting to talk about? What do you want? Information. Well, you're certainly in the right place for that, though any information I could give you, you could have asked me for during appropriate hours. There's no need for you to corner me for it. This is a library. It's a hub of information. I have information on everything from gardening to the analysis of weather patterns going back 50 years. Be more specific. Looking for old books? Well, I've got old books. You had a few of them in your stack. Books that are 100-200 years old. A bit dated, but their information is still solid. You want something older than that. Older than 200 years. There's a 400-year-old ledger documenting the import of goods from merchants in the harbor. Doesn't really seem in line with what you've been researching, but I think that's the oldest the library has. You want older. Older than 400 years. How much older exactly? You're kidding. 800 years. We certainly don't have anything that old in the library. I'm sure anything from that long ago would likely be dust by now. I can't help you. There's nothing that old in the library. No, you need to let it go. 800 years. Do you even know what you're asking me? It doesn't matter, because I can't help you. I don't have anything that goes back that far. No one does. A liar, am I? That is certainly bold. Well, it's better than being a fool. This conversation is over. Please leave. You don't know what you're asking me. You don't know anything, and it's best you keep it that way. Whatever it is you think you're doing, you need to drop it. What? What did you say? Who are you? Are you Navy? A pirate? What does a pirate care or want with old books? Actually, don't tell me. It's probably better I don't know. I certainly didn't have you pegged for a pirate. I don't have anything to say to you and I have no desire to get involved. If you're going to kill me, then kill me, but I have nothing to offer you. Oh, you have no intention of hurting me. Am I supposed to believe that, after you just admitted to me that you are a pirate? And more than that, after you hid in the dark, waiting until I was alone to reveal yourself, corner me, and then demand something I could not give you. I'll admit, I fell for your act. You seemed so genuine. I never even saw it coming. Oh, stupid. I can certainly see it now, though. You hid it well, and you called me the liar. What is that? What are you? Where did you get this? Do you know what this is? No, I don't expect you would know how to read this. Very few in this world can. And anyone who could was... How did you get this? You want me to? No, I can't. I can't read this. I'm sorry, I can't help you. But you should be careful about who you show this to. I'll pretend I never saw it. That I never saw you. That is all I can do for you. How do you know that? And where did you hear that name? That's the name I used. Not my real name, but the one I used when I was buying. If you know it, I'm sure they do too. And if you found me, they probably aren't far behind. I'd be an idiot to assume they weren't. Though I have a feeling you already knew that. You wanted to get here before they did. Try to get information out of me before it was silenced. Not a lot of leads on that etching of yours, I'm sure. No, I didn't know him well. He was just the broker. I don't know what all he got up to or what he sold, but I don't think he was exactly a good guy. I do know he was interested in a lot more than books. It wasn't his specialty, he just happened to have some, and I happened to have enough berry to convince him to find more on the black market. Don't know how I'll find another. Not that it matters now. Come on. Come with me. Quickly. Down into the basement. In here. Careful, watch your head. No, I didn't build this, but I'm the only one who knows about this place. It's where I keep them. someone was doing it before me, but I never found out who. Based on the records, it seems like they weren't even the first either. Someone else started this whole thing. I stumbled in here by accident one day when I was trying to catch a mouse. No one had been in here for years, going by the ledger left behind in the dust. Whoever it was before me left detailed instructions, contacts, how to acquire more of the books. That's how I got in touch with the market in the first place. Most of the contacts my predecessor listed weren't around anymore, but eventually I was able to find a new broker. He didn't even know what he had. Said they'd been collecting dust, but he'd gotten them from a good source, so he didn't want to get rid of them. Information wasn't exactly his trade, so he was surprised when I sought him out for it. But I had berry, a lot of it. Whoever left the instructions also left a chest full of it. No idea how they got it. There's nothing about it in the notes. It gets expensive buying these books, though. I never would have been able to do it without it. Before you get too excited, pirate, there is very little of it left, but everything here was worth every bit of it. I wasn't lying. None of these go back 800 years, but they get really close. And some of them even reference events from the void. Vague, seemingly unimportant, but it's the closest I've gotten so far. Any information from that time is as priceless as it is dangerous. I've gathered books, maps, star charts. You have no idea how important these are. These may be some of the most important artifacts in the world. I'm not exaggerating, pirate. People have died to protect these. There aren't many left like it in the world. The world government would sink an entire island to erase this information. Which is why I need you to take them. You're leaving tonight, you said. Take these with you. It'll be all right if you take them. The government won't know you have them. You can sell them for a lot of money or trade them for valuable information. You're a pirate. I'm sure you can figure out how. I don't care. As long as I know that they're out there somewhere, I can live with that. Criminals, pirates, it doesn't matter to me as long as it's not the government who's getting their hands on these. Since you are a pirate, though, I know you won't do it for free. So I'll make you a deal. You take them, get them somewhere the government won't find them. And I'll tell you what I know about the etching you showed me. Plus, you can have whatever berry I do have left. Yes, well, I did lie about that. That sort of thing gets you killed, you know. But that was before you told me. Death is already on the way, so I'll tell you. I'll read it. If you promise me you'll take these, protect them, at least long enough to get them far from here or hide them somewhere the government won't find them. Me, what about me? It doesn't matter. I always knew this was a likely outcome. From the moment I decided to go through with it, I knew this was where it would probably end up. But it was worth it. To me, it was worth it. This room stayed hidden, for a long time. But I won't take the chance it will stay that way. If the Navy knows my connection, then they'll tear the library apart looking for it. Hopefully, when they do find this room, and find it empty, and they find my body, they'll think someone just beat them to it, stole the books and ran. Don't look at me like that. I can't be here when they show up. If I'm alive and there are no books, they'll assume I have accomplices. They'll hold the whole island hostage, trying to get answers from me. And then they'll likely burn it down anyway, just to be safe. I knew the risks, but I don't want to see anyone else punished. If I'm dead, they'll assume someone from the market likely found out the same way they did and got here first. They won't stay on the island looking for someone else to blame. And disappear? I don't have time to disappear. And besides, it's a small island. Not many places to disappear to. And I don't think I'd be able to smuggle myself and the cargo on a merchant ship. I don't think I have enough money left to bribe them. Besides, I don't exactly trust that most merchants wouldn't turn around and sell me out anyway. But you're a pirate. Above anything, I'm sure you're not interested in giving the government what they want. I know I can at least count on that, if nothing else. Like I said, you can make good money from these. Never known a pirate to be motivated by anything more than greed. So, do we have a deal or not, pirate? I tell you about the etchings. I give you whatever berry I have left, and in return you take these. No, but please, I don't have anything else to give you. What? No, of course not. Of course I don't want to die. But I knew the risks when I started, and I won't let anyone else get hurt because of my decisions. I know what I'm asking you to do is dangerous, and you probably can't make an executive decision without your captain. But if you leave quietly tonight, like you said, it's not likely they'll even make a connection between us. They'll probably be looking in the black market for their culprit. And the information I can give you about the polyglyphs is extremely valuable. I can translate most of... I'm sorry. You're going to what? You're going to kidnap me? What? You can't. I don't have anything else of value. If you're thinking you can sell me to the government, that would be more risky than selling the books. They won't let you live, and they won't honor any deals you think you can make with them. What kind of plan is that? You kidnap me and force me to join your crew? What makes you think that's a good plan? Who could ever think I'd be a pirate? Well, yes. Technically, that's true. I am already a criminal. I don't think us both being criminals counts as having a lot in common. Yes, of course I want to live, but Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's not a bad plan. If people saw you kidnap me and they don't find any books here, except that plan puts a giant target on your crew because the government will assume you have the books or that I've taught you about them. Then you won't be able to hide our connection. They already know I've been buying them. What do you mean you don't care about that? That's not something you can just ignore. Besides, your captain probably wouldn't be too happy about this. Oh, you don't think your captain is going to care that the Navy is after them? You know, more than they probably already are. 200 million? That's so high. Your captain has a 200 million berry bounty. I'm almost afraid to ask what exactly your crew has been doing to have a captain with a bounty so high. Do you think that your captain... What do you mean you don't have... Oh. Are you telling me that right now I am trapped in a tiny underground room with a pirate captain who has a 200 million berry bounty? Oh, I think I might pass out. Don't laugh. It's not funny. Oh. No. I mean, yes, I don't know if I could be a pirate. I don't know anything about sailing. The only pirates I've ever encountered before were not exactly good people. But still... Okay, I'll go with you. Maybe you can just drop me off somewhere far away from here. And along the way, I'll share with you all the knowledge I have that might be useful to you. No, that doesn't count as joining your crew. Okay, fine. It counts. But only temporarily. I mean it. I'm not cut out to be a pirate. Oh, I really hope this doesn't come back to bite me. But I trust you. I don't know if it's because I'm desperate or because I'll trust you. I'll go with you. I'll join your crew. So please, Captain, help me.